Do you want to work well past 65? Probably not. Do you dream of having an amazing retirement? I hope so. I do. So when we think about into the future, what we're going to be as far as our lifestyle, if we go into retirement, I think all of us have a dream of making sure that we have enough money to live comfortably and enjoy life in those times. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to get rich by the time you're ready to retire, even on a modest income. Step 1, live within your means. I know what you're thinking. Well, it's hard. I've got budgets. I've got these kind of strains. I've got so many demands on my income. I need to live a little bit above what I'm actually able to afford. That is a quick route to not being able to have financial freedom at any point within your life. Next tip, spend less than you make every single month. I know it may sound crazy and you may be watching this video thinking, wow, how can I not? No, many people are just spending more than they make every single month. And it may seem to be only a small amount, but that small amount onto your credit card, carrying a balance at massive interest rates. Never carry a balance on a credit card. That's a bonus tip. Next, pay yourself first. What I mean by that? What I mean by pay yourself first is you must ensure that your savings account is the very first thing that gets allocated cash from your paycheck or from your earnings. So as soon as you get money in the door, you need to make sure that you've already predetermined an allocation of those funds that are going towards your savings. And I want that to be on a monthly basis. This is because most of us do our budgeting backwards. We get an amount of money, let's say it's $1,000. And then we say, okay, from this $1,000, I need to pay my rent, I need to pay my car, I need to pay for my cell phone, I need to buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm gonna have a little bit of fun at the end of the day, and oh, that's my entire paycheck. You are not gonna be able to get rich if you follow that kind of path. You need to start early. The earlier you can start, the easier it's going to be, even on a small salary, to be rich when it comes to the time to retire. And we're going to do that by harnessing the power of compound interest. Albert Einstein once said, understanding the power of compound interest, those who understand it will earn it, and those who don't will pay for it. Compound interest can mean that over an extended period of time, because you continue to get reinvestment on that investment, and you earn an interest on it, and it compounds, and now it earns more on the principal and adds to it and earns more, that even a small amount of savings over a lifetime can result in very large amounts. So please take advantage of the compound interest and start to save early and often. And you do that by ensuring you pay yourself first. That enables you to harness the power of compound interest. The next tip is we want to be owning assets and leasing liabilities. So for example, you can lease your car, which is a depreciating asset, and we're going to want to own appreciating assets such as real estate, stocks, bonds, and the like. Allocate more of your capital towards that. By practicing the previous tip of living within our means, we have capital available to purchase appreciating assets. If you buy the fancy car, you want to get the nice watch, the nice handbag, again, you're on a fast track to not being able to achieve your dreams of financial independence because you won't have the capital available to purchase the appreciating assets that are going to supercharge your wealth generation. I'm Justin Williams. I 10x my small family business. So if you're loving the content, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment with your questions or concerns. I will reply to every comment that's left in the comment section. And if you love this content, check out my other video on real estate as your business so that you can invest in real estate to further 10x your wealth. The next tip, own your own home. I see it on social media a lot now. You know, there's certain creators that say, don't own your home. You know, it's not an amazing investment. For 90% of people, owning your own home is going to result in being the best investment you will make in your lifetime. There are multiple reasons. Tax structure alone is a fantastic reason for owning your own piece of real estate because there's major tax advantages for owning your own home. Next, most of us don't move that frequently as we build our career. We pick a location, then we start to have a family, and we stay in a single location most of the time. As rents increase, inflation actually diminishes the amount of money that you borrow. The amount of money that you borrowed to purchase that home becomes less and less as the inflation eats it away over time. Rents will continue to go up with inflation. So you pay less and less to live in your own home than if you were renting. Of course, this is dependent on your specific situation and where you live. Do note, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. These are all just based on my own circumstances and experiences. But having your own home is a massive advantage. You also just get the reality of being able to make choices about what you want to do with it that you don't get to make as a renter. And you may think, well, I'll stay in the same location forever as a renter, and that way my rent is low. But what will often happen to people is you end up getting rent evicted or something along those lines. And next thing you know, you're having to look for a new place to live and the rents have gone up substantially. Own your own home. It is a backbone of generating wealth, especially if you're on the lower side of income earner. The next tip is building multiple revenue streams. So you may have your job and you're earning some income there. Would you be able to work a second job? Would you be able to do a side hustle, some sort of gig economy, social media earnings, drop shipping? The ability to make additional revenue streams is more than any time in history, and I want you to take advantage of those opportunities. And mostly, make sure to negotiate for yourself within your own career that you're earning in the top opportunities and building the business around you. If you're an independent business owner and executive, the fastest way to earn more money is build a bigger business. You can build a bigger business, be part of the team that is driving change within your organization. You will be remunerated. Next tip, the rule of 72. Take 72, divide it by the interest or the return percentage that you're getting on the investment that you're choosing, and that's going to give you the number of time periods it will take to double your money. So if it's monthly interest or if it is yearly interest, you're going to see that that is going to enable you to take the 72 and turn it into that time frame. Next tip, be patient. Rushing is a money killer. Warren Buffett took a lifetime to become one of the richest billionaires in the world, and he started out small, but he was very patient in how he approached it. So if you get into the mindset and the frame of mind that you're going to rush, you're going to try to make a quick win, generally it's not going to work out, and you're going to lose money. Anytime that I've had things not go the way that I'd hoped, it's been when I've rushed. I've thought that I could make a real quick win, some fast money. Generally has not worked out. The times that I've won big, it's been the slow burn, the real determination towards my convictions and my ideas and my theses, and not listening to those around me who were naysayers in ideas that I thought were fantastic, and they've worked out very well. Focus on your strategy and work it. I want you to really get involved in the nitty-gritty details. People often take more time to research their oven or their microwave in their purchase than their investment purchases. So take the time, get involved, and actually get into the details to make sure that your thesis is strong, and then have conviction in it. Don't gamble, ever. I don't want to see any of you going to the casino and thinking that you're going to make it rich. It's fun on TV, but again, 99% of people, if you're going to the casino to try to strike it rich, you're going to go in the opposite direction, and I don't want to see any of you doing that. Please make sure that you're staying away from that activity. If you're loving the content, please again, like and subscribe, click the little bell so you get all the notifications. We really want you to be part of the community. Make sure to comment with any of your questions. Next tip, ETFs and dollar cost averaging. This should be the backbone of your strategy in addition to your real estate portfolio, as you make sure to pay yourself first, and you take those funds as you're paying yourself first to dollar cost average, or DCA, into a strong low cost ETF that's following the market. This is going to diversify you. As well, the dollar cost average method will automatically give you a greater rate of return because you're purchasing more units at the lower cost base versus at the higher cost base. If you use leverage in any of your investment strategies, please do the math. Again, don't be gambling. Now, to really hyper your wealth generation, you're going to be using leverage. Especially in the real estate market, you're probably going to get a 5-to-1 leverage loan against the real estate that you're going to be purchasing. That leverage is going to amplify your returns, but it also amplifies your losses. So be sure to do the math. And when we're using other people's money, we need to make sure that the math is solid. So you could do, for example, some lending. You could borrow from one institute at a certain percentage, and if you could relend those funds, or you can redeploy those funds into a reasonably safe investment, and you can make a spread on those funds, that's a nice fast track to getting another revenue stream and also increasing your wealth generation quite quickly. The next tip is leveling up your education and skill set. Way faster way of just increasing all of the tips that I've given you today is just to earn that much more money. So if you're earning $50,000 a year and you can move the needle to $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, and you can maintain the same lifestyle, well, now you can use all of those additional funds to again be purchasing appreciating assets, and therefore increasing your wealth generation much faster. So if you're loving the content, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.